I tell you what, nature teaches a lot of lessons, a lot of lessons. So I'm out there, right? And I'm realizing how many mosquitoes there is. And I'm like, yo, I did not properly prepare for these mosquitoes, yo. Like, yo, I've been away 10 years, okay. I didn't have the build up to them last year because I've only been back for a year. And so throughout the winter, I was seeing them. I mean, not seeing them, excuse me, throughout, because I see something right now. But anyway, throughout the winter, I knew I had to prepare for them. And then so in early spring, I did put out some stuff, you know what I'm saying, on the trees to keep the mosquitoes away. But I was like, all right, let me see what it do first, you know what I'm saying, and then I'll go ahead and put more. But time must have got away because somehow in the last 2 days, they increased exponentially. So now I'm overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? When before it was like, okay, it might be doing something. I kept thinking to myself, I need to put more because I bought 8 of them. You know what I'm saying? I put 4 in the perimeter of the property. You know what I'm saying? Keep them away on a small portion of the property in this perimeter that I'm trying to keep clear where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, it wasn't working. Now I should have known because like last week or the last 2 weeks maybe I saw them fucking. Like literally, mosquitoes just flying through the air fucking. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell I'm celibate at the time because I kind of looked twice like, you know what I mean? Oh shit, nah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look away. Because that celibacy life is tough. It's a path of discipline, but we'll get back to it. It's a path of discipline. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tells you the craving just completely go away. Come on. Nah. But anyway, so as far as this, so the mosquitoes are out there, right? And I realized that I could have perhaps been in a better situation right now had I prepared earlier. Had I either put all 8 of the things that I bought out there or monitored it, and those thoughts that I was having that was telling me I should put more of the repellents out there, I probably should have followed those thoughts. And then at that time, I realized that that thoughts are a lot like mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying? At least negative thoughts. We can prepare for them, or we can wait till we're overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that the energy that we give into when we relapse, lust, is the same way. You know what I'm saying? Once that dopamine starts to increase in your brain and you let that first thought in, you should mitigate it at that time. Do something. Do something in the preseason, maybe. So as you go throughout your day, which would be the season now that I'm in, you know what I'm saying? The preseason was before, when I should have put out all the pesticides or whatever the natural stuff that I use to keep them away. But I wanted to test it and see and wait and observe and didn't act fast enough, you know what I'm saying? So now in the last 2 days, they'd have multiplied. You know what I mean? And that's the same way it does when you letting in them badass thoughts. You start letting in the bad thoughts, you let one in, you don't do nothing about it. Then you let, before you know it, they start coming in and you caught in a thought pattern and now you overwhelmed by negative thoughts and they got you again. But you know, you got a tool. You know a tool you got to help you mitigate that? Believe it or not, you can set your day in the preseason. That's meditation. Why? Because when you meditate, you go to a state which actually, you're cleansing yourself of all of these lower vibrations by doing nothing. You're emptying everything. And as you empty everything, that positive charge can come in because the real charge is only positive. You cleanse out while allowing new positive energy in. You know what I'm saying? All by doing nothing. That's a pretty good deal. The whole process just happens. All you got to do is sit there. That's the first thing. The second thing is, obviously, when that process happens, the energy of lust gets eradicated. So during that time. So when you come out of that state, what happens is you're vibrating less and less close to the vibration of lust. You're vibrating higher. So as you go throughout the day, all these different temptations that you have, this, that, and the other thing, aren't as strong. The preseason is your morning meditation. You have to do your morning meditation. If you keep coming to me, it's funny sometimes, brothers be like, yo, dog, I keep relapsing. Yo, why do you think I keep relapsing? One of the first things I ask them is, are you meditating? And generally, well, I did last week. I mean, usually I get the one in, and then, most weeks I might, like once in a while I'll do the 2. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you're not doing your twice daily meditation. So why are you asking why you relapsing if you're already not doing what was given? You know what I'm saying? It's a suggestion. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But it has been given on many occasions. Your twice daily meditation will help you immensely in the mitigation of lust all day long. It's like me with the mosquitoes. You want to wait till the last minute And now you're trying to fight lust when you're there having a bad craving. You could have prevented that craving from being as strong at that time by a simple morning meditation routine. You know what I'm saying? It makes the rest of the day easier. That's the point of the meditation. Meditation and Nofap have similar goals. Meditation will help you immensely as you go throughout Nofap. So yeah, I realized that these negative thoughts and these lustful thoughts are literally just like the mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying? So now you find yourself in a situation where you're battling them all at once when you could have got them in the preseason before they started reproducing. That's what this stuff does. You're supposed to put it in there early, and somehow whatever it is comes out as natural. It prevents the reproduction process. That's a lot like thoughts, because remember, the thought that you have will be based energetically on the thought that preceded it. You know what I'm saying? Generally. And that's how you get stuck in a thought pattern. That's why awareness is so good, so you can be aware of that. But anyway, so you can now try to battle these thoughts, you know what I'm saying, after they're replicated, or you could have prevented them from replicating. You know what I'm saying? And your morning meditation will do that by setting your entire vibration. So you're literally vibrating higher. It's cleansing it each and every day, slowly cleansing you over time of that vibration until you're literally vibrating above it. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the best things you can do for yourself on the journey. If you're not doing your meditation, then thoughts are going to be like mosquitoes to you. They're just going to keep on coming, keep on coming. At some point, you have to tell yourself that if you want to go further on the journey, you're going to have to use the tools that the journey provides. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a no-fap journey. I realize that the ultimate goal is to stop fapping. So you want to focus all of your attention on that. What can I do? But you have to think about supporting networks. You know what I'm saying? It's like when an army goes to war. Believe it or not, it's just not pure chaos over there. It's not like everybody over there is shooting. You have the people who are shooting and everybody else supports them. These motherfuckers need to eat. They doing all the shooting. These motherfuckers need to eat. You know what I'm saying? So somebody over there cooking for them, supporting them. You know what I'm saying? And so meditation is like support for your no-fap journey. You know what I'm saying? You have to have the support. You out there trying to fight. What about your supporting troops? What about your soldiers? You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody that's going to set up communication. You can't fight and set up communication. So somebody's got to come over there and set up communication. That's no-fap. That's meditation. Setting that up for no-fap. They work together. They work as a team. When you go away for war or something like that, they work in brigades and battalions, which are small units that can mobilize all together, because each and everything needed to mobilize is within that one unit, and that one unit will generally support the war fighter. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're out there trying to fight this war with no fap, and all you're doing is you're simply going out there trying not to fap, and you're not really getting into the other supporting practices, some of the most immensely powerful, such as meditation,